Thank you, Mr. Chair and colleagues. Uh, for over 13 generations, enslaved people in this country were prohibited from reading and writing, learning to read and write. For decades after emancipation, descendants of enslaved people were prevented from attaining higher education, forced to attend separate and unequal schools, and barriers to our institutions of higher learning persisted and continued to persist. But that legacy of harm has never fully been rectified or repaired. However, legacies of privilege have always been rewarded in our country and in our state. In fact, it was just last year that California finally ended legacy admissions in private universities, where if you were the descendant of a major donor or the child of somebody who had attended a university, that was a consideration in your admissions decision. There are institutions across the country that still accept legacy admissions. There are also a handful of institutions of higher learning that have grappled with their relation to slavery. I know that Georgetown has sought to repair and provide redress for the descendants of the slaves who physically, literally built the university. AB 7 comes out of that framework of thinking and work done by the Reparations Task Force here in California to grapple with our role in the perpetuation of the afterlives of slavery. What it would allow is for private and public universities across the state to consider if somebody is a descendant of a formerly enslaved person during American chattel slavery in their admissions holistic criteria. Now, with me to testify is Justin Ward from the California Association of Black Lawyers, and this bill is one of the pieces of the California Legislative Black Caucus's Road to Repair package this year.
Thank you.
Good morning. As Assemblyman Bryan just stated, my name is Justin Ward. I'm here on behalf of the California Association of Black Lawyers, or CABL. CABL was formed in 1977 by Black judges and attorneys to confront racism in the legal system and increase representation in the profession. Today, CABL represents more than 6,000 Black attorneys, judges, law professors, and law students across California. Our mission includes increasing Black representation in the legal profession, and we know that begins with fair access to education. Assembly Bill 7 is designed to address California's legacy of slavery. AB 7 defines a descendant of slavery as a person who, through lineage, can trace their ancestry to an individual who was enslaved during the period of American chattel slavery. A person can be a descendant of slavery regardless of their race or ethnicity. AB 7 would not apply to those who are not descendants of slavery. For example, President Obama, whose father was from Kenya and whose mother was white, would not qualify. Native Americans who were enslaved potentially would qualify. California has a long history of slavery that includes the enslavement of indigenous peoples, African Americans, and other individuals from diverse racial and ethnic backgrounds. Though California entered the Union in 1850 as a free state, slavery was practiced here. Many enslaved people were brought to California by their southern slave owners during the gold rush. And the Supreme Court here in California returned slaves to their slave owners on multiple occasions. AB 7 focuses on lineage rather than race, which avoids triggering Proposition 209 while still addressing systematic exclusion. Descendants of slavery are ancestry-based, not race-based, which helps it comply with constitutional limits. Is that my time?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can, since you're the only witness, sorry. You can continue. Yeah.
Okay.
We have a good chair.
Black students remain vastly underrepresented in California public universities, comprising only 4% of CSUs and 4.7% at UC, despite being over 6% of the state's population. These disparities stem from historical and structural inequities, particularly those affecting descendants of formerly enslaved people. This law is carefully crafted to comply with the federal law. It does not mandate preferences. It permits colleges to consider an applicant's lineage as one factor among many, ensuring individualized consideration. It's carefully written to avoid conflict with federal law and is legally defensible under Prop 209 and the Students for Fair Admissions versus Harvard. In fact, Justice Clarence Thomas, who is no fan of affirmative action or anything like that, in that case, the Students for Fair Admission acknowledged that benefits for freedmen or formerly enslaved people after the Civil War were race neutral, which supported the idea of a lineage-based benefit like AB 7. All of these reasons are why CABL strongly supports AB 7. It represents a lawful, targeted, and morally necessary step toward redressing the intergenerational harms of slavery. We recognize that if passed, this bill will almost certainly face a legal challenge, but that is a fight worth having. This measure gives our courts the opportunity to affirm that addressing the enduring legacy of slavery is not only permissible, it is essential. For these reasons, we urge your support.
Thank you. Is there anyone else here in support of AB 7?
Good morning, Kristen Nimmers on behalf of the California Black Power Network, a coalition of 44 organizations.
Thank you.
Lizzie Kutsona here on behalf of the California Faculty Association in support. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Marla Williams. I'm from California Black Power Network, and I support AB 7.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Brittany Bellamy. I'm with BWAPA. We're from Oakland, and we're part of the California Black Power Network, and I support AB 7.
Thank you.
Dr. Rob Alexander. I'm representing Peralta College and in support of AB 7.
Thank you.
Good morning, Dawn Motkins with the Southern California Black Worker Hub, representing over 10,000 Black workers throughout Southern California, and with the California Black Power Network, and we support this bill.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Michelle Chambers. I'm with the California Black Power Network and A New Way of Life, and we support AB 7.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Tamara Michael. I am the current president of California Association of Black Lawyers and standing in support of this measure.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Taylor Morrison, and I support CABL, and I support AB 7. Thank you.
Thank you.